the beginning of a bowl, half a log, and a circle template to outline the bowl. Then bolt on a faceplate and cut the wood so that it is roughly a circle before we mount it on the lathe and start cutting away the unwanted wood to start and show the bowl shape. Then we cut into the inside of the wood to remove all the wood from there. After finished turning, we can see that the wood is still very moist from the water content. 5 years later, the bowl is very dry but has some issues. There are some cracks at either end. It is well out of round, as you can see from this template, and the wood that was the center of the log has pushed up into two peaks around the rim. The base now is no longer round, and the whole bowl is covered by sealing wax that normally would be turned off on the lathe. It therefore had to be completely hand scraped and hand sanded. I used Opals to fill the largest crack to create the illusion of a waterfall down the side of the bowl. Here are the first four glued in place, and then the rest of the string have been put in place along with a mandrel made to sand the top off them. Well, Kevin, this is my very first GoPro video with my brand new camera, and it's on your bowl, which I'm just going to rotate slowly. The Lazy Susan is for another project, but it helps to display your bowl. Here it comes around. You can see when we get around a bit more, the waterfall that I've started over on the far right hand side. It's Opals that are going to go all the way down the crack that I've already filled. And now with its first coat of oil, looking good. Now the bowl is on a turntable and you can see how uneven the rim is. And that's because of how much the wood has moved between when it was first turned and it was green and now that it's dried out. The cracks also occurred at that period, but they've been nicely treated and filled. The colour is quite nice, and the oil now shows up the medullary rays that are right throughout the wood. As I lift up the camera, you can see inside of the bowl, and as it rotates around, you can see the bow tie that was used on the outside of the bowl to stabilize the largest crack. And as we continue around, you'll see where the opals show off as a waterfall running down into the bowl. The opals came from Andamooka in South Australia. Now, one more coat of Osmo oil, which will deepen the colour and increase perhaps the shine, and it's finished. Then once it dries completely, it'll be off to its new owner, and that's you, Kevin. Bye-bye. Hope you love it as much as me.